For over 150 years, one garment has transcended fashion trends, cultures, and generations: the blue jean. And when it comes to jeans, no name is more iconic than Levi's. Worn by cowboys, rock stars, and everyday people around the world, Levi's jeans are more than just denim. They're a symbol of individuality, durability, and timeless style. But what does it take to create a single pair of these legendary jeans? The journey begins far from the store shelves, in cotton fields, spinning mills, dyeing vats, and high-tech sewing floors. Every stitch, button, and rivet is part of a precise, global operation that transforms raw fibers into a finished product found in closets around the world. In this documentary, we trace the step-by-step process of how Levi's jeans are made, from cotton to closet, and explore how tradition, innovation, and sustainability all play a role in crafting the world's most famous pants. Every Levi's jean begins its life as a cotton plant, swaying under the sun in fields stretching across the southern United States, India, or parts of Africa. Cotton is the primary raw material for denim, prized for its strength, breathability, and natural texture. Farmers carefully prepare the soil and plant cotton seeds in rows. As the plants grow, they require a delicate balance of sunlight, water, and pest management. After about 5 months, the cotton bolls burst open, revealing the fluffy white fibers inside. These are harvested either by hand or using mechanical cotton pickers. Once collected, the cotton is sent to a ginning facility, where it's cleaned and separated from seeds and debris. What remains is raw cotton fiber, soft, light, and ready for the next stage of transformation. From these humble beginnings in the dirt, the story of denim truly begins, ready to be spun into the thread that shapes a global fashion icon. After the cotton is harvested and ginned, it's time to begin the transformation from raw fiber into durable thread, the backbone of denim. This is where ancient textile tradition meets industrial precision. The first stop is the spinning mill, a loud, high-speed environment where bales of cotton are opened and fed into machines that begin the carding process. Carding separates and aligns the fibers, forming a loose, continuous web called a sliver. From there, the cotton is drawn out and twisted into a stronger strand known as yarn. Depending on the type of denim being made, the yarn can vary in thickness, texture, and twist direction, all of which affect the final feel of the fabric. But denim wouldn't be denim without its iconic blue color, and that signature hue comes from a centuries-old dye: indigo. Most Levi's jeans are made with ring-spun yarn, which gives denim its rugged texture and natural irregularities. Once spun, the yarn is wound onto large beams and passed through an indigo dyeing range, a series of giant vats filled with a dark, mysterious liquid. But here's a twist. When the yarn is dipped into indigo, it turns green, not blue. Only when it's pulled out and exposed to air does the yarn oxidize and shift to the deep, rich blue we all recognize. This process, known as rope dyeing, is repeated multiple times to build up layers of color while keeping the core of the yarn white. This unique structure, a blue exterior and white interior, is what gives denim its famous fading character. Over time, as jeans are worn and washed, the outer dye wears off, exposing the lighter cotton underneath. It's what gives every pair of jeans a personalized look. And what has made Levi's fades legendary. After dyeing, the yarn is sized, coated with a thin layer of starch to strengthen it for weaving, and dried under tension to preserve its length and consistency. The dyed and sized yarn is then wound onto large warp beams, each holding thousands of threads, ready to be woven into fabric. But the story of Levi's denim isn't just about technology, it's also about responsibility. Levi Strauss & Co. partners with sustainable cotton initiatives like the Better Cotton Initiative, BCI, to reduce water usage, promote fair labor, and improve soil health. Many mills now recycle dye water, use organic indigo alternatives, and capture emissions from dyeing operations. By the time the yarn leaves the dyeing facility, it has gone through a journey of mechanical precision, chemical alchemy, and sustainability efforts. It's now blue, bold, and ready to become fabric. The next crucial step in making the world's most iconic jeans. Up next, weaving denim, the process that turns yarn into the tough, textured fabric that defines Levi's. Once the indigo-dyed yarn is prepared and loaded onto massive warp beams, it's time for the next transformation: weaving. This is where thousands of threads interlace to create the rugged, tightly woven fabric that denim is known for. It's a process that combines old-world textile craftsmanship with 21st-century machinery. In most Levi's production facilities, weaving begins with two sets of threads, warp and weft. The warp threads, which have been dyed indigo, are stretched vertically across high-speed weaving looms. The weft threads, typically left undyed and white, are inserted horizontally over and under the warp, creating the fabric's distinctive diagonal ribbing. This pattern is known as a twill weave, and it's what gives denim its iconic texture and durability. Unlike plain weaves, twill structures are more flexible, resistant to tearing, and better suited for heavy use, essential characteristics for a garment originally designed for miners and railroad workers. Modern weaving machines can operate at blinding speeds, producing hundreds of meters of denim per day. But quality is never sacrificed for speed. Sensors constantly monitor thread tension, alignment, and surface uniformity. If a thread breaks or a defect appears, the loom stops automatically for correction. There are different types of denim fabrics used for Levi's jeans, including selvage denim, which is woven on traditional shuttle looms and prized for its clean, self-finished edges. While most modern denim is produced on wide, projectile looms, selvage denim continues to be used in premium Levi's lines, like the Levi's Vintage Clothing Collection, where craftsmanship is celebrated. After weaving, the raw denim fabric, now recognizable by its sturdy hand feel and deep blue color, undergoes inspection and finishing. Large rolls of denim are unfurled and scanned both visually and digitally for imperfections, skipped yarns, stains, inconsistent dyeing, or broken twill lines. Only the highest quality fabric moves forward in the production pipeline. The denim is then pre-shrunk using a process called sanforization, which involves feeding the fabric through a series of heated rollers and steamers. This helps stabilize the fabric, preventing it from shrinking dramatically after the first wash. Some Levi's jeans, particularly those marked shrink to fit, skip this step to allow natural shaping over time. At this stage, denim is also categorized based on weight, typically measured in ounces per square yard. Lightweight denim, 10 to 12 aughts, is used for comfort-focused designs, while heavyweight denim, 14 aughts and above, is chosen for durability and vintage appeal. Once finished, the denim rolls are labeled, stacked, and shipped to Levi's sewing facilities around the world, from the US and Mexico to Turkey, Bangladesh. Each roll holds the potential for dozens of future jeans, waiting to be cut, stitched, and turned into a wardrobe essential. In the next chapter, we enter the heart of the operation, the cutting tables and sewing machines where denim becomes jeans, stitched with purpose, riveted with history. After denim is dyed, woven, and finished, it arrives at Levi's sewing facilities around the world, where the flat fabric is transformed into a structured, wearable garment. This is where craftsmanship meets coordination, and where the iconic Levi's silhouette is born. The process begins with cutting. Rolls of denim are unspooled onto long cutting tables, stacked in layers sometimes up to 100 sheets deep. A computer-controlled blade slices through the layers with pinpoint accuracy, following digital patterns that maximize fabric use and minimize waste. Every piece is accounted for, from the large leg panels to the smallest pocket lining. Each cut stack is sorted into bundles by size, style, and color, then sent to the sewing floor. Here, dozens of specialized sewing stations operate in sequence, each handling a specific task: attaching pockets, stitching seams, assembling waistbands. It can take over 20 individual operations to build a single pair of Levi's. One of the most iconic steps is the attachment of the back pockets, complete with Levi's signature arcuate stitching. This seagull shape is sewn using programmable machines that replicate the pattern with consistent pressure and precision. It's a small but crucial detail that helps distinguish Levi's jeans around the world. Next comes riveting, a throwback to the brand's origins. When Levi Strauss and tailor Jacob Davis patented the use of metal rivets in 1873, they created a revolution in workwear durability. Today, rivets are still placed at high stress points, like pocket corners and fly ends, using pneumatic presses that apply just the right amount of force. The waistband is then sewn on, belt loops are attached, and the jeans begin to take their final shape. Zippers or button flies are inserted, Bar tacks reinforce stress points, and the inside of each pair is overlocked for clean, durable seams. Throughout this entire process, quality control is constant. Every operator checks their work before passing it down the line. Inspectors spot-check finished garments for misaligned seams, skipped stitches, or incorrect trims. Levi's production facilities use advanced tracking systems to trace each garment back to its origin, a system that ensures accountability at every stage. Once the jeans are fully assembled, a red Levi's tab is sewn onto the back pocket, a small piece of fabric with big cultural weight. Along with the leather patch on the waistband and the arcuate stitching, the tab is one of the key symbols of the brand. At this stage, the jeans are structurally complete, but the look and feel are still raw. They're a blank canvas, waiting to be shaped, washed, and distressed into the finished product we see on store shelves. If you found this behind-the-scenes look at Levi's fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We explore the processes behind the world's most iconic products and what it takes to bring them from blueprint to reality. See you in the next documentary.